All right. Hey, everyone. This is Mr. C of Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy. Welcome, my middle schoolers, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. It's time for your music lesson, and it is time for Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy jingle. If you know it, sing along. Here we go, everyone. Time for school, time for music, time to learn together. We can do it. Learning is fun with Mr. C, and learning is fun. Everybody, welcome once again. This is our middle school lesson, grade 6th, 7th, and 8th. We are going to get into our lesson today regarding vocal dynamics, more on the vocal dynamics. Okay, we went over that last week, and now we are going to definitely continue that with a couple of other vocal dynamics that you need to know. Okay, but first things first, let's get right into our personal shout out of the day. So our personal shout out of the day, let's do a drum roll, everybody. And our personal shout out of the day goes to Mr. Marcos Diaz. Marcos Diaz, this personal shout out is for you. Hope you enjoy it. Here we go. Let's say hi to Marcos Diaz. Let's do some music with Marcos Diaz. Let's get together with Marcos Diaz. Let's go have some fun. And that was for Mr. Marcos Diaz. Let's everybody give him a round of applause. A round of applause. Okay, for Mr. Marcos, I hope you enjoyed that. And once again, just to remind everybody, okay, membership to patreon.com/Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy. All details are below in the video, so you can find out more looking on those details below. And just as a reminder to my Patreon members, after the end of this live lesson, there will be look on the dashboard, okay, especially if you're in middle school, grade 6th, 7th, and 8th, okay, regarding this lesson, there will be a excuse me, I can't speak. There'll be a worksheet posted regarding today's lesson. Okay, so once again, my Patreon members, who I love so dearly, thank you so very much for joining, and make sure that you again check your dashboard for this worksheet regarding this lesson today. Okay, but also, guys, let's get right into now the rest of our lesson. So today's hymnal, as those of you who might be watching for the very first time, let me explain. We do a hymnal before we get into the core of our lesson, and the hymnal for today is "O Paradise." Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with "O Paradise," please open up another tab on your computer, or go onto your tablet or your phone. Go do a Google search and type in "O Paradise," O as in just the letter O, not OH, but O, Paradise, separate word Paradise, and type in the word lyrics, and those lyrics should pop up right away. Okay, let me just put my good old ukulele down, and we're going to do some stretches, okay? And some of these stretches are definitely good for vocalizing, since we are going to be focusing on singing as part of our core lesson, okay? There will be a couple of added exercises, physical exercises, to help with vocal training, okay? But let's all sit up straight for the moment. Right now, everybody sit up nice and straight. Make sure your posture is good, your back is nice and straight, your shoulders are relaxed, and everybody, let's turn our necks in a circle right now, very slowly, boys and girls, slowly, nice and easy. There we go. And everybody go in the other direction. All right. Now, everybody raise your arms up into the sky as high as you can, and feel that stretch in the lower back. Stretch it up, and let it drop. And now, everybody roll the shoulders back. Let's roll the shoulders back, everyone. Feel that nice massage in the shoulders. Great. Everybody roll the shoulders in the other direction. Roll them forward. Remember, still doing this while maintaining good posture. Very important, okay, in all aspects of music, especially singing. Here we go. And now, everybody, look all the way up. Look all the way down. Look all the way to your right. Look all the way to your left. And tilt your head to the right. Tilt your head to the left. And everybody shrug and hold your shoulders like you're saying, I don't know. Hey, I don't know. Okay, and drop them once again. Shrug and hold. I don't know. And drop them. And now everybody put your arms in front of you like this. And let's open and close our hands, okay? This is an extra, not necessarily helpful to the voice, but definitely just to get the blood flowing, okay? Which, as all parts of your body, every member of your body is helpful to the rest of your body. So, this is, just for the grip strength, warming that up. Okay, getting the blood flowing all together. All right, and shake it out, everybody. Shake it out. Great. Now, as we're sitting up nice and straight, make sure your hands are on your tummies like this. Okay, we're going to work the diaphragm, doing some breathing exercises. Normally, I have you breathe in, breathe out deeply, that sort of thing. But as we're breathing in deeply, you're going to focus your core, your diaphragm. Okay, let me just give you a little, okay, here we go. Yeah, top of my head is cut off, but I want you to focus right over here, because the idea is when you breathe in, you are going to expand the stomach, kind of like a balloon, pushing the hand outward, okay? This is working on our stamina. So everybody breathe in and stomach goes out. Breathe out, stomach goes in. Good. Controlled breathing. That's the key here. Everybody breathe in and breathe out. If you find your chest muscles expanding while you're doing this, that's no good. Okay, change that. Make sure you are expanding only the stomach, only the core muscles. Ready? Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now we're going to do one other thing. Okay, we're going to breathe in, but this time we're going to do a hissing noise, a held out hissing noise, where we're going to hiss for exactly 10 counts. Okay. Let me worry about the counting. You don't have to do the counting, but let me worry about the counting. And we're going to hold that breath and hiss again, like a sss. You're going to do that while breathing in, okay? And slowly, the idea is we're slowly, not right away, but slowly letting the air out, okay? All right, but we got to last for exactly 10 counts, okay? So on my 4 count, we're going to breathe in and then okay, start hissing. Okay, remember, don't just hold out the hissing, but don't do it separately. I don't want to hear, you shouldn't be doing okay, then that defeats the purpose, because you're taking breaths in between. Okay, the idea is to sustain the breath and for exactly 10 counts. Okay, let's give it a shot, everybody. Here we go. Hands on stomachs again, and on my 4 count. 1, 2, ready, and breathe in. And hiss. And off. Okay. So you should have been able to last for those 10 counts and still have enough air to spare. Okay. But if it didn't quite work out that way, guys, then you know what? This is kind of like an assignment for you, okay? Outside of class today, all right? Practice doing those 10 counts to last that hissing noise for 10 counts, okay? And then when you're good with doing 10 counts, test yourself further. See if you can do it for 15, okay? That's the idea. Try to increase maybe every 5 to improve on your stamina. Remember, the more air that you have, okay, the more support your vocal cords have to hold out long notes or to sing through long phrases, okay? That's the whole point. So air is key, everybody. Air is what's necessary to make this instrument work properly, okay? Now, let's get right to it. Hopefully you guys had the chance to go into to find the lyrics for Oh Paradise. We're going to sing this together as a sing-along. Now, again, the idea of grabbing a hymnal and doing this before the core of our lesson is simply to concentrate on God, okay? To thank him for everything he's given us. And Oh Paradise really, really describes him, okay? He is paradise. If you look on the lyrics, you take a look and what was being said. For instance, the first verse, O paradise, who doth not crave for rest? Who would not seek the happy land where they that love are blessed? Where loyal hearts and true stand ever in the light, all rapture through and through in God's most holy sight. Okay? So basically, paradise is him, being in his sight, being near him. That's, as you look through all the rest, okay, longing to be in paradise is not just the place, okay, but the place is with him, having your place with him. That's what we long for. I know that's what I long for. And so he makes that promise to his children, and what a wonderful promise that is. If we, if God can allow us that, can grant us that. All right. So while we're singing, think on God very, very strongly. Think on those lyrics and think on Him while we do that, and that'll get us in the right mood for creation, for learning. Okay, everybody ready? Sit up, keep that posture going. Sit up nice and straight. Have those lyrics handy, and let's get right to it. Let's sing "O Paradise." Oh, yeah, might want to raise the volume on my keyboard. Here we go. All right. Oh paradise, oh paradise, who doth not crave for rest, who would not seek the happy land, where they that love are blessed, where loyal hearts and true stand ever in the light, all raptured through and through in God's most holy sight. Oh paradise, the world is growing old. Who would not be at rest and free, where love is never cold, where loyal hearts and true stand ever in the light, all raptured through and through in God's most holy sight. Oh paradise, wherefore doth death delay? Bring death, that is the welcome dawn of our eternal day, where loyal hearts and true stand ever in the light, all raptured through and through in God's most holy sight. Oh paradise, 'tis weary waiting here. I long to be where Jesus is, to feel, to see Him near, where loyal hearts and true stand ever in the light, all raptured through and through in God's most holy sight. Oh paradise, I want to sin no more. I want to be as pure on earth as on thy spotless shore, where loyal hearts and true stand ever in the light, all raptured through and through in God's most holy sight. Oh paradise, I greatly long to see the special place my dearest Lord in love prepares for me, where loyal hearts and true stand ever in the light, all raptured through and through in God's most holy paradise, oh paradise, I feel 'twill not be long. Patience, I almost think I hear faint fragments of thy song, where loyal hearts and true stand ever in the light, all raptured through and through in God's most holy sight. Lord Jesus, King of paradise, oh, keep me in thy love and guide me to that happy land of perfect rest above, where loyal hearts and true stand ever in the light, all raptured through and through in God's most holy sight. And that was Oh Paradise. Everybody give yourselves a round of applause if you were able to keep up with that song. Okay, great job. If you weren't, if you had a little bit of trouble keeping up with that, that's okay. You know my motto, guys. I always say go back into the video, replay it, have your lyrics handy, and practice, 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 and repetition, okay? All right, so once again, that was Oh Paradise, okay? Let's get into the core of our lesson, shall we, okay? Actually, let's do like a quick review, okay? First of all, remember that from our last lesson, for those who were here, okay? And if you're watching this for the first time, it'd be a good idea to review the video that was last week. Go right into that and practice and just view it and practice with that, okay? Remember to like and share, okay? But here we go. The dynamics that we went over, remember dynamics, vocal dynamic, or just we're saying vocal dynamics because we are using our voice, but these dynamics, those dynamic markings, okay, those things you use in instrumental as well, okay? And what dynamics do is they bring a new texture through different volumes, okay? You know, soft and loud and that sort of thing. It brings a new texture to whatever you're singing, in our case singing, or whatever you're playing on an instrument, okay? But again, we're focusing on the singing. So the letter P, if you see a lowercase letter P in italics in a sheet of music, that stands for piano, the Italian piano, which means soft, okay? So if you're singing a note, say that note, okay? In fact, I'll play it piano, okay? Piano meaning soft, okay? Again, there's your note, so you're singing it on, oh, let's sing it on la, piano, la, okay? So that's how you would sing at that volume, okay? That piano volume, again, the word piano is an Italian word, which means soft, okay? It's not just the instrument, but it's where the instrument got its name from because it has a soft texture. Even if you play it loud, okay? It still has a soft texture to the sound of every note that you play. So that's why it was named the piano. But piano in actuality means soft, okay? Now, what's the other vocal dynamic marking? Mezzo piano. Everybody say that. Mezzo piano. Okay, which means medium soft. So now medium soft is slightly louder than soft, just a little bit, a step louder. So if this is piano, la, this is mezzo piano, la. Okay, so it's just slightly louder than piano, slightly louder than soft, medium soft. Mezzo piano meaning medium soft, okay? Now, the next one we're going to, Mezzo Forte, meaning medium loud. Everybody say that. Mezzo Forte, which means medium loud. So that is now a step up from medium soft, from mezzo piano. So if this was mezzo piano, la, this is mezzo forte, la. Okay, so that is mezzo forte, again meaning medium loud. But now, how do we say loud in Italian? The word is forte. Everybody say that, forte. Okay, that's without the mezzo part. Forte meaning loud, and this is forte. La. Okay, see the difference? Loud will be a step up. Forte will be a step up from mezzo forte. Okay, so let's review those notes again in the different dynamics. Not those notes, but the one note in the different dynamics. Piano, soft. La. Mezzo piano, medium soft. La. Mezzo forte, medium loud. La. Forte, loud. La. Okay, so that are the different dynamics that we went over last week. Now, there are more dynamics, even more than what I'm going to show you today. But I'm going to show you two different particular dynamics, okay? So I am going to stand up. No, actually, I don't need to stand for this, okay? Remember their posture, by the way, guys. Make sure you still have your posture going. So over here, just kind of getting out of the way a little bit, I have written vocal dynamics. Here's the next Italian word, okay? The next Italian word. Actually, I am going to stand. I've changed my mind. I don't like my position. Hey, I have a prerogative to change my position, right? We all do. We adjust so that we can do our best, right? Corrections can be made. Nothing wrong with that. All right, here we go. So this is a little bit better. Okay, no, I don't like that, actually. It's cutting off my head. I don't like that. All right. Actually, I think if I adjust the camera a little bit like so, and okay, that'll have to do. All right. Yeah, no, that's actually very good. Okay, so here we go. This is the Italian word, crescendo. Everybody pronounce that. Crescendo. It is spelled Crescendo. Okay, so this is the Italian word crescendo. If you'd like to write it down, you can do that. Okay, you can write this stuff down. But the word is, again, pronounce it crescendo. Okay, if you really want to sound very Italian, make sure you roll the R. Crescendo. Okay, all right. But the word crescendo, okay, comes out in this kind of symbol. It looks like a less than. Actually looks like a less than sign in mathematics, okay? Oh, yeah, this number 8 is less than 9, okay? All right, but it's not the same exact thing. In music, it's a little bit different, although we can kind of find some correlation to that, okay? We can find a little bit of a correlation, okay? In this particular way. By the way, the definition of crescendo is gradually getting louder, okay? Everybody say that. Crescendo means gradually getting louder, and it looks like this, okay? Now, let's get back to that mathematics example that I used, okay? So I said before that 8, is less than 9, okay? Right? So if you're looking at it a certain way, notice that in mathematics, they actually, and your math teacher might have said this, okay, that when they have the two lines, or actually these two lines, what they actually are is an equal sign. They're an equal sign. That's what these two lines kind of represent, okay? But what did they do? They took the two parallel lines here of the equal sign, and they took the ends here and they joined them together like this so that it can look like this symbol, okay? And why? Because they're really closing off this part, okay? Which means earlier you would see that the equal sign had a space between those two parallel points, right? But on this side of the equal sign, they closed it off to show you that it's less space now. There's a key word, less space, right? So naturally, instead of having 8 is equal to what? 8, right? Now they change the number over here to 9, and they close off this part. Okay, they close off this part so they can show you that 8 is actually less, because there's less space in between now because they've joined, okay, between those two points of the line. 8 is less than 9. So that's the whole point of that. 9 having the space over here being wide open, and where it's closed here, 8 is less than 9, which meaning that 9 is actually bigger, okay? Because why? There's a big space right over here. Instead of it being equal spacing, this is less, this is more, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, So that's actually, I don't know if, not a lot of math teachers actually say that, okay? But they just, we usually learn by rote. Okay, yeah, this means less. Okay, this side is the less, this side is the more. We don't necessarily know why, but that's exactly why. That's what they did, okay? But now going away from the math part, okay? Now going away from the math. I'll keep that there. Why not? Let's keep that there for for memories. Okay, remember when we did math? Okay, but the idea behind now the crescendo, the symbol, okay, sort of a similar thing, okay? We think back to our last week's dynamics where we went over piano meaning soft, okay? Piano meaning soft, mezzo piano medium loud, mezzo forte medium, sorry, what did I just say? Mezzo piano meaning medium soft, mezzo forte medium loud, forte loud. So what's happening here sound-wise, because that's what we're dealing with when it comes to music, what's happening here when it comes to crescendo, meaning gradually getting louder, what we're actually doing is we're starting off in this closed area, right? Less space, meaning we're at a lower volume. Here's our P, right? For piano. And so then we're kind of gradually getting into the mezzo piano, MP, mezzo piano realm, okay? And then we keep going, and then we get into our mezzo forte and see how it's getting wider. As we're going wider, we're going into our mezzo forte realm. And then when we get to the very end, right over here, okay, we get to the very end. Now we reached our forte. I don't like the way I wrote that F. Let me try that again. We reach our forte. I don't really like that either, but it's going to have to do because I don't want to write it again. Okay, but we get to the realm where now it's the widest it could be on this side. That's now we're at our forte level when it comes to volume. Okay, so what am I trying to say over here, everybody? Basically, we're gradually getting louder. We have to start at a lower volume. Piano, soft, to mezzo piano, little bit loud, a little bit louder than soft, then mezzo forte, a little bit louder than soft now, okay, medium loud, and then really loud on that forte, okay? So that's the idea. Think of it this way. Think of it as kind of like a car stereo, okay? You're listening to your stereo, or you're a regular stereo, and you're listening to some kind of music, right? And you take the volume knob and you start to increase it little by little as somebody, as somebody is singing. So what would happen? Let's say I have this one note, la. Basically, I'm going to increase my volume, okay? La. Okay, you see what I did? Okay, everybody do that with me. Okay, that's the idea. So you're slowly turning that volume knob from very soft to loud, from soft to loud. Okay, that's the idea that you want to get when it comes to crescendo, gradually getting louder. You're gradually, little by little, turning that volume knob up. Okay, that's the idea behind crescendo. Everybody say it again. Crescendo. Here's the symbol. This is what crescendo looks like, and it means gradually getting louder, okay? Now, if there is a crescendo, right? If there is a crescendo, guess what? There's an opposite. Everybody repeat after me. It says right here, decrescendo. Everybody say that. Decrescendo, okay? Oh, but guess what? I have another term for it in Italian. It's also still in Italian. Or you can say diminuendo. Everybody say that. Diminuendo. So there's two Italian words for it, decrescendo or diminuendo. And what did I say before? That it's the opposite, right? It's the opposite. So now we have this symbol turned this way where the Y part is, and the lesser side is over here, okay? So now we know this in math as the greater than symbol. Oh, why? Because what? 9 is greater than 8, okay? Of course it's greater because this side is bigger. The number is bigger than the 8, which is the lesser number, the lesser side, okay? But in music, it does the opposite effect from what we learned in crescendo. Again, gradually getting softer now tells us that we start off what? Can you guess it? We start off forte. F for forte. We start off loud, and then we gradually go and we end up on medium loud, mezzo forte. Then we gradually keep going, and we end up on mezzo piano, medium soft, until we get to the very end of whatever we're singing, and to that very lesser side, lesser space there, the least it can go. And now we're at piano, soft, okay? So now you're again doing the opposite. Let me demonstrate, okay? So we're doing the opposite now. Decrescendo or diminuendo. You're starting off loud on that volume knob. La. Oh, what's that note again? La. Okay, so you start off loud and then you gradually turn that volume back down. Actually, I'm gonna go this way because this is where we're going, the lower volume. This is the louder volume. So we're going to go what? Counterclockwise, right? So we go la, la. You see what happens there? You turn that volume knob, okay, little by little, which you gradually got softer. Once again, with me. And here's that note. Sing it with me. Decrescendo or diminuendo. Ready? And go. La. You see that? That's how that goes. So let's do an example. Let's practice crescendo and decrescendo. I'm just checking the time. Okay, crescendo and decrescendo. Let's practice both. Okay, so crescendo again, meaning gradually getting louder. Here we go. Same note. I'll do a different note. Why not? Let's test our ears. Let's see if we can copy that same note. We're gonna do this one. Unlock, and there's our note. But where are we starting when it comes to crescendo? We're starting on soft piano, okay? And we're gonna gradually get louder. So get your volume knobs ready. Ready? Here we go. Start it soft and gradually work up to loud. Here we go. And here's the note again. Listen to it right there. Start it off on piano, okay? Loud, ready, and 1, 2, ready. Let's sing. And la. Did you do it? Were you able to do that? Let's do it one more time. There's that note right there. Start it off on soft. Okay, and here we go on my count. 1, 2, ready. Let's sing it and la. Okay, crescendo. Now, let's do the opposite of that same note. There it is, keep it in your head. But we're going to start it off on forte for decrescendo or diminuendo. Say it, decrescendo or diminuendo. We're starting off on loud. Okay, on la, here we go. And on my count, 1, 2, ready, decrescendo and la. You see that? Let's try it again, everybody. Here we go, one more time. Decrescendo with me. And 1, 2, nice and loud. Here we go. And la. Okay? Remember something, guys. Remember the definitions. For crescendo, we're gradually, that's the key word, gradually getting louder. And in the same instance, for decrescendo, we're also gradually getting softer. We are not suddenly getting there. You see the difference? There's a difference between gradual and sudden. Sudden would be more like this. La. Okay? It would come very, very fast there, okay? So you don't want to do that when it comes to crescendo or decrescendo. You want to gradually get there, okay? That is the idea. Now, by the way, in Italian, there is a dynamic that actually means suddenly as opposed to gradually. And, it just came up. I wasn't going to talk about this. But, since I brought it up, right? Yeah, there is a dynamic that actually means suddenly. And everybody write this down if you can. The word is, in Italian, subito. Everybody say that, subito, okay? Which, again, means suddenly, okay? So, you can go from a soft dynamic to a loud dynamic very suddenly, very quickly, or the opposite, okay? You can go either way. You can either, But notice I didn't do a symbol a symbol marking, okay? There is no symbol marking for subito, okay? Subito, I'm gonna change that. I don't, you know, it should be in uppercase, okay? But subito, okay, will be written just like this. It'll be written just like that, subito, on your sheet music. So there's no actual symbol for it, but the word will be written out in italic lettering, okay? So when you see that on a piece of sheet music, that means you are either going to play it, or in our case, sing it suddenly. Sing from one note to the other, or many notes to another, just kind of suddenly, okay? So you could be singing like this for a little while, and then you increase real fast, okay? You could increase very quickly if that subito marking comes up, okay? So let's go over again those definitions. Crescendo, here's a symbol, okay? Looks like a less than symbol, but it means gradually getting louder. Decrescendo or diminuendo looks like a more than symbol, but it means gradually getting softer. And then there's subito, which means suddenly, okay? As opposed, the difference between crescendo and decrescendo and subito is that you will little by little get to the other dynamic, whereas subito, you go to it very quickly, okay? Did everybody get that? I certainly hope so. If you want to go back into this video again and practice with me, there's no harm in that. You can definitely do that. All you have to do is go on to Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy, okay, the YouTube channel, and make sure you review that video, replay it, and practice, everyone, okay? We are done for today, so everybody give yourselves a nice round of applause, okay? And great job, everybody. I want to sit down, actually. Okay, let's talk. Let's sit down and let's talk, everybody. Everybody relax. If you have been standing too, yeah, it'd be a good idea to sit down. All right, but here we go, guys. So great job once again, and we did a great thing here, guys. I want to remind everybody, for those people who have been watching me, if you have not clicked subscribe yet, which lots of people have subscribed, so thank you very much, my subscribers. Okay, click the subscribe button on the bottom below. And don't forget to do that, and also click the notifications bell so that you can be aware of the up and coming lessons. Like and share all the videos. Okay, go back to the videos, practice. Okay, once again, as a reminder to my Patreon members. Okay, and congratulations, I even got a new member today. We have 5 members now, and I am so happy. Okay, so congratulations to you guys who have signed up. Okay, looking for more new members where you guys will be able to have lots of benefits to being a member of patreon.com/Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy. Again, reminding my members that the worksheet will be posted on your dashboard, so don't forget to look, okay, for that. Become a member, guys, if you haven't. Okay, become a member. Okay, look on the details below regarding that. And I just want to give some general shout outs, everybody, to my folks, my people in Sri Lanka, and also in India, and in the Philippines, and China, and Japan. Yeah, lots of people watching all over the world, in South America, in Australia, and UK. Thank you very much for watching. And of course, the United States. Guys, thank you so very much for all of your support of Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy. And I am so happy that we can get together through this venue to do more music lessons. Okay, so yeah, that's all I have to say, everybody. Great job today, and as always, I wish you happy practicing. Everybody, take care. Have a great one. Bye bye.